What's up, Toy Fam, and welcome to another episode of the Totally Cool channel. Today is another Transformers Tuesday, and we're taking it one toy, one day. Doesn't sound right. We're still trying to get the catchphrase right. But for now, we're still going through our War for Cybertron Generation Select toy line with a very uninspiring, very unflattering box or packaging. But I'm surprised because the past couple of reviews, one went fair, the other went surprisingly well. So I'm not sure if this one is going to be positive or negative, but I don't want to take much of your time and talking about the packaging. Let's go right into the toy. In the meantime, let's take a closer look at this box. As usual, you have the Transformers War for Cybertron trilogy on the top part. And then on the front, you have 2/3 of the Autobot emblem. 1/3 is on this side. And then you've got some Cybertronian glyph. Same thing, War for Cybertron trilogy. How do we know what character is inside? It's here at the bottom. It says Artfire Nightstick. This is WFC GS26 26, the 26th toy in the toy line. And this one has a little bit of backstory. I wasn't able to find it during the regular release in the local toy stores like Toys R Us or Toy Kingdom. I was able to look for it when I had a meeting somewhere in the south of Manila. And I happened to be there early. I was able to look at the local Toy Kingdom, which is our Toys R Us, and found this in the back. Somebody was hiding it. For some reason, somebody was hiding it. It was on sale. And mind you, this was about 8 months after its release. And they were probably clearing their shelves for the next batch of toys. And this was on sale. This was about 30% or 40% off. So I was pretty fortunate not to get it during its initial release because I was able to get it on a bargain. So sometimes toy collectors, you don't have to get it the first time it comes out, because I mean I've been burned in the past where toys that I have wanted to get my hands on right away were at a premium, and then lo and behold 12-18 months later price just sinks. So it's really a gamble whether you're going to get it first release so that you would be able to show it on a channel if you have one, or if you just want to wait a little bit, and if it's just meant to complete a set, maybe you can wait a little bit. And if the price goes up, the price goes up. It is what it is. But you never know when you might find something like this comes at a steal at 40% off. So that's the history of this toy. And unlike the other toys, since I got this from a legitimate toy store, I'm pretty sure it was not tampered with. No parts were replaced. It was still mint inside the sealed box. So I did not open it. So this is the first time we'll see this. First time I'll see this, and we'll see it together. So as per usual, get your trusty box cutters. Doesn't have to be that sharp because this is just a paper sticker sealing the box. Kids, mind you, the box says 8 and above, but doesn't mean you can open a box. It means you should be handling sharp stuff. So get your parents involved and just handling the dangerous implements and tools to them. So let's open them up. Again, this is Artfire Nightstick. Nightstick, I think, is a weaponizer or a weapon. I'm not sure. Ooh la la. Okay. Now that is nice. The color is pretty cool. Now, for those of you who collect, the Masterpiece line, Artfire also has a Masterpiece line. Okay, right out of the gate, I can see some yellowing, and this is a quality control issue Hasbro has had. I've seen this on Megatron. We'll do that when we feature Megatron. Same thing for the War for Cybertron line. We've seen this in other toys where the color just goes whack. And this has been inside the box since I got this 2 years ago. 3 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. And it's not been exposed to the sun. Box has been sealed, but you can still see that part of the head is starting to yellow. So that is a plastic quality control issue. Okay. So, I mean, I'm not bummed by it. It's just, it is what it is, you know. It's not like the die-cast metal stuff that we were used to when we were kids. Although, it would be nice if it would stay the same color that it was made of. Now, this is a bigger figure compared to Hubcap and Black Crow Ritchie, which we reviewed previously. Those were deluxe classes. Those were 4.5 inches. This is a 6-inch figure. So this box makes more sense for him. Okay? So let's take the box out, the clamshell out. Okay. Now there's more yellowing prominent in the back. Now you might say this particular toy is quite familiar. You've seen this before, especially for the G1 fans. Yeah, correct. This is a remold or a repaint of the G1, the beloved G1 character Inferno, the fire truck. Okay, the fire truck with the crane. And this is his manual. Okay. Because it doesn't say so in the box, let's refer to the manual to know how many steps it takes to transform him from fire truck to... it takes about 18 steps. Yeah, it takes about 18 steps from robot to fire truck. Now this one justifies the box because it's got another figure. This one is Nightstick. As I mentioned, it's probably a weaponizer or a weapon or a Targetmaster, if I'm not mistaken. And then you've got a couple of blast effects. Okay, now the blast effects of the Transformers, particularly the Transformers, are interchangeable. You can pretty much, if you want to do a diorama, put all of these blast effects in one bucket or one utility box where you've got all the blues in one side, all the oranges in one side, and then you can do a diorama with, you know, various figures using the same blast effects. You don't have to have blast effects for all of them. So, let's go right into the figure. Let's look at Nightstick. Nightstick is, we've seen a lot of, I think we've seen the review on the Siege Skywarp, and he also had 2 weapons or Target Masters. This one has a detachable, yeah, it's detachable. It's supposed to, yeah, it just popped out. Okay, so like that. So it turns into a blaster, I think. There you go. There you go. Yeah. There you go. That's him. Okay. I'm not sure how you should transform him, but that gives you an idea of how he's supposed to look like. Okay. Yeah. All right. Set this guy aside. No, let's let him stand. Let him stand on his own 2 feet. There you go. There you go. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Now you've got a couple of accessories. Not just a couple. You've got 4 actually. I think these come as part of the ladder attachments. These are like, these are not hoses. These are like attachments to the side of the truck. So it would make him really look more of a fire truck. Okay, and then that's his blaster. What kind of transformer would he be if he did not have a blaster? Okay, there is another fire truck, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure if it's Hotspot of the Protectobots. So that's his blaster, pretty basic, black, all throughout. Okay, and on this side, on both sides actually, you have round pegs where you can attach him to the vehicle form, to the alt mode. Okay, setting this aside. And then you've got two more attachments here. I think they go into his hand, so it would look like he's got a fire hose at the tip. I'm not sure. Pretty much like Grapple. No, not Grapple. Inferno. Okay. So good thing about these figures, they don't have the twist, the plastic ties. They just, okay. As per usual, let's do the feet first. Okay. Pardon me if I have this ugly face taking this guy out. There we go. Almost there. Almost there. Okay, a lot of corners. We're trying to preserve the clamshell so we can put him back if we decide to just display him inside the box or not display him on a shelf at all. There we go. Almost there. Almost. There we go. Easy peasy. Nice and easy. Okay. Okay. Let's see him jump. Stand. Okay. I love this figure. Initially, I love him because he can stand upright just like that. Not so tough, are we? Not so tough. Not so difficult to make him stand. But, okay, let's go into the articulation. As normal for Transformers, their heads can't really go too far. They don't expect that because they're supposed to be robots. And for the shoulders, as normal, yeah, they can go up 90 degrees. Same thing for the side. Most of the Transformers, compared to the other toys that we review that are not human or in humanoid form, have more flexibility in terms of their joints. Okay, we've got the waist lock, or the waist twist, all around, all around, all around. You don't have much of a bend. They do bend from the hips. From the hips. There we go. As he turns into truck form. Mind you, we will do a transformation video, and stay tuned for that. We're probably going to hold off on the unboxing for a while until we finish all of what we've got lined up for the transformation video. So the yellow wing that we saw on the front part is also visible on the back part. Mostly on the crane attachment, or the ladder attachment, and on the back. So it's not as bad as, say, Megatron, where you've got the whole thigh turning yellow. But this is also probably because of the different manufacturers of these parts, or the different plastic molds or plastic compounds used. But if you ask me, I don't really mind the yellowing because it breaks the monotony. It breaks the routine, the monotony of the color. It adds a little depth. You know, if you were a customizer, you could actually use the yellowing to your advantage by doing custom paint jobs and make it look like it's battle damage. Okay, that's a suggestion. So that is Artfire. You've got his red and white, mostly red and white and silver paint scheme, which brings him to which harkens memories of a fire truck, hence Artfire. Okay. As I said, he is a he's a remold of a recolor or repaint of Inferno, and we'll do that. We'll do Inferno at a later juncture, and we will do a comparison when we get to Inferno. So if you have any comments, any suggestions on what other Transformer toys from the War for Cybertron line, from the Masterpiece line, from the Legacy Evolution line, mostly recent stuff, but we also have some stuff from Power of the Primes, Combiner Wars, and what's the other one? Power of the Primes, Combiner Wars. There's another one, you know. Put it in the comment box and let us know. So we'll do a transformation video later on a different episode. But in the meantime, let's do a toy review. Okay. Not much is known about the character. I personally don't know much about him because I am not too deep into the IDW comics. He did not show up in the original G1 cartoon, so I don't really know much about him. What I do know about this particular mold is that it is one of the first ones that deployed the crane, the ladder, the longer truck vehicle after Optimus Prime. Probably one of the longest ones after Optimus Prime. Okay, let's do a toy review and let's see how he stacks up against other Transformers that we've reviewed here on Transformers Tuesday. Okay, opening the box, seeing him from the inside, seeing him inside the clamshell. I like the accent. I like they even have accents of the windshield wipers. Okay, windshield wipers, the blue contrasting with the white and the red, and then you've got a touch of silver or gray. Again, it's a well-balanced, well-painted figure. It doesn't have that, oh, it's boring, it's just not, it's either it's too colorful or too bland. This one's a perfect blend. So that makes him cool in my book. Playability, the joints are pretty tight. I love the fact that the joints are pretty tight. It makes for a better transformation experience because you don't have to worry about flippy floppy joints preventing you from transforming him properly. And we'll do a better review of that once we do the transformation video. Shelf appeal. Again, I don't mind the yellowing. Some people do. I mean, I might just keep. When I say shelf appeal, why do I rate high on shelf appeal? It's something that I would probably not put back in the box. Probably something that I would keep out of the box, on the shelf or on my desk, just to remind me that I'm a toy collector and I need to be good at my job, so that I would be able to afford collecting. But that being said, I think he, I don't mind having him on the shelf, probably beside Grapple or even beside Inferno. Nightstick, however, on the other hand, I don't know. I don't know why I would even bother, because he falls apart. Something wrong with the plastic, I think. But we'll see. I don't know how he transforms into. Oh, so that's how he transforms into a gun. Okay, pretty simple, pretty nifty. And then this guy holds him how? Holds him how? Holds him how? Oh, there you go. There we go. Okay, so that's how it goes. Kablam. Basic. Got another one. Bada bing, bada boom. I would love to see how you change his hands. I would love to see how he changes. Oh, okay, he probably just. Anyway, yeah, we'll do that with Grapple or with. Why do I keep saying Grapple? We'll do that with Inferno. Okay, nice figure. Even with the weapons, he's pretty solid. The base is solid, and he does not fall over, even though you've got additional weight up front. So, G1, he's not G1, so no need to talk about that. Okay, is he cool? Is he not cool? Is he totally cool? I think he's cool. Not almost there, but still cool. Keep him on your shelf. Have him somewhere where he would be stowed away from sunlight to avoid the yellowing. It's probably sunburn, but keep him away from sunlight to prevent the yellowing from spreading. Although this one was kept in the box for 3 years. So oxidation happens. That's a nice tagline for yellowing toys. Oxidation happens, Anyway, I'm totally geeking out with that phrase. So yeah, he's cool. Not totally cool, but cool. So, we'd like to thank you for watching this episode. It's quite a short one. It's one of our shortest, because the longer one is going to be a comparison between him and, not Grapple, Inferno. Alright, so again, don't forget to hit like on this video, smash that subscribe button, share us to your friends. We're also on Facebook, on our TikTok, and hit that bell button so you'll be reminded if we get new posted content on the channel. We're almost on our road to 10,000 subscribers, so be one of the 10,000, and we thank you for your support, Toy Fam. And it's been a phenomenal journey. After 125 videos and 3 years doing this, we would just like to thank you for the support we received, and thank you for watching. Remember, toys are not just cool, they're totally cool. So happy collecting.